Morning, everyone. It's Monday morning, and it's about 8:15, and this is your early morning update pre-opening for the markets. It's video number 359, and again, if you like the work, please subscribe. Okay, so the futures are higher. Asia was mixed to slightly lower. Um, we had the Nikkei up 2.2%, but the Hang Seng down 1%. So there is a split there. Europe is generally higher. The FTSE is up about 0.6%, and the DAX is up 2.1%. So that's pretty impressive to start the week. We also have a couple of more Chapter 11s in the apparel business. We have Lord & Taylor's parent company, Latote, filing, and we have Taylor Brands, the owners of Men's Warehouse and Joseph A. Bank, which again shows when you take two crappy companies and put them together, you don't get a good company, you get one big crappy company. Joseph A. Bank is known for its buy one get six free, and has failed before and been reorganized before. So we'll have to see how this one breaks out. Oil is a little bit lower on expected production boosts coming in the near future from OPEC. Gold is up slightly on both China tensions and COVID, but copper is also up on talks about the stimulus. Apple and Microsoft are both higher. Microsoft on the news that it has spoken to the president about taking over the American operations of TikTok. Apple is buying a company that it looks like will turn your iPhone into a payments. And of course, payments is a hot area, much hotter than the Visa or MasterCard, because payment systems don't have to worry about taking reserves for bad debts. HSBC was lower this morning on big losses. Other news, 7-Eleven is buying Marathon Oil's Speedway gas, and the number is substantially higher than what was expected. Marathon, which closed on Friday at 38.20, has traded as high as 46. The last is around 42, up 380, which is a solid 10%. And Eli Lilly, symbol LLY, in case you don't know, a company which has not really been outwardly involved in COVID, has an antigen that they're going to try on older patients. The stock is down in the last 3 or 4 weeks from 170 to 150, but on this news this morning is trading around 154, which is up just under $4. And Immunic, symbol IMUS, has favorable results on an MS drug. The stock, which closed at 17 prior to this news, has traded as high as 27.55, and the last is around 24, which is up just under 7 for a move of about 40%. The company has received a couple of upgrades on the news, including a price objective moved from 40 to 60. Okay, so the chart here on the screen is, again, the US dollar. And as I said on Friday, it looked like it was about to have a little bit of a bounce here. It had been down to about 92.5. You'll also see a more in-depth look in Weekly Insights, the market letter that came out last night, but it did bounce from 92.5 to close at 93.30, which was the first time that we've seen this kind of bounce. All of the other big range days were moves to the downside, closing near the downside. So this is a nice change. I think, as I've mentioned before, that we have a snapback rally coming. 95 is certainly possible, and we easily pierced through the 5-day moving average this morning. We closed right on it on Friday, but we went through it this morning. The next group of moving averages is the 20 up here at around 95.20, and the next one is not up here until 96.5. So a rally back to the point of the breakdown, or possibly a little lower, it seems to be in the cards. And what's interesting is that this has not affected the gold. I've gotten a lot of questions this morning from people in our Discord room talking about, well, how can gold be up when the dollar is up? And while they do correlate, they don't correlate on a minute-by-minute or day-by-day basis necessarily. We did make another new high this morning at 2009 and 50. We've come back down a bit, but as you can see, we're still slightly higher. I wouldn't be the least bit disturbed to see a pullback down to the 1930, 1940 area, but I do expect the gold to continue to work higher. We also had some decent action overnight and into this morning on another one of our positions, that being the NAT.GAS, and we're participating using UNG, the ETF for that. And as you can see, we came down right back to the support and the moving averages, closed near the high, and this morning we are tempting the highs of last week. The high right here on Wednesday was 193. The high today is 192.20. We could easily see the $2 or higher area. The moving averages have leveled out here, and the 5-day has already started up. The 20-day is slightly higher, and the 50-day, the blue line, has actually leveled out. All right, everyone, I'll be back with more information later, and try and come to our Discord room. It's very enlightening. There are 3,000 members there, and there's a lot of good exchange of ideas. Have a good day and be careful out there.